Well, I don't want to bore us, so I won't keep us this long. But the difference between rainfall, we had 2.5 inches of rain last week in different, time periods, not all in the same 30 minutes. And look at that. I fertilized this just prior to the rain of last week. And now that stuff is over my knee, those borascas. And that winter rye, after being set back, that photo speaks for itself. But timely rain is the main component. And these oats, last night I videotaped the doe over in here eating the oats, and now you can really see the population of them as they come up out of the ground. If you don't have rain, folks, as you've seen, and then if you get too much at the wrong time, it can be just as devastating as not having it, because you've seen what that 2-inch 30-minute deluge did. And like I said, I'm just doing this. That has nothing to do with my personality, financial gain. Basically, it's financial loss if you look at it that way. But look at these oats and these beans. And this is after last week's 2.5-inch rain. And everything is spectacular turnaround. But, you have to spend the money if you're going to be successful. Shut those clowns off. And I call them clowns because that's what they are. When they're talking about seeding on top of weeds, you'll get something to germinate sometime. But whether it's the timely event that you need is another subject. This area up here was completely wiped out with those army worms. They ate the forage oats. It's really a setback. And I came in with the winter rye, and look at it now. It's just, I said we had 2.5 inches of rain last week, and there's what we were looking for. And there's what I kept striving for. So I just have to share this with you. And like I say, it's not about my personality or anything. But keeping your spirits alive when you've seen what you have to endure. But keep on trying if you can. And it's just amazing. This will be the final food plot analysis on our attempts to grow in a drought year. But like I said, we took these fields. I overseeded that with some 5-card draw, and you can see some of that borasca and blend coming up through there. But it sure is a difference. Sure is a difference. There's the other field, and it's just timely rains are everything. Nice thing about it, we did this together. You witnessed it 3 times, and this is the final time, because after I got that good 2.5-inch rain, it's still not as mature as it could have been, but at least it's got something out there. And, so keep on trying. Yeah, I had a subscriber ask me why I make the food plots so big. Well, you don't have to make them big. I got little ones. Anyone will do it. It's a supplemental winter feeding for all wildlife. And the more you could till and give back, then it's more of the spirit of Aldo Leopold, of giving back, not just taking. And the thing about it is, as you look down through these beans, on the 18th of October, and the borascas and stuff, over the as winter sets in, and you know, you're talking what I'd call winter, December, January, February. This stuff will feed numerous wildlife. And so if you have the area, we're only looking at 5 acres here total on this whole plot area, but it's all divided up in different, completely different forages come on line at different times. But you can't have one too small, and you sure can't have one too big, because the grazing pressure that these plots will come under over the winter months will be phenomenal. And it's not about the highest score or the most acres. It's just what you can do within your means. But as you look up through there, we kept the battle going. We didn't cut and run. We didn't leave our equipment in the field for our adversaries to destroy. We fought the war to its end, and there's what you're rewarded with. And last night you see that little clip of the does out there on it. Well, that wouldn't have happened in some circles, because they would have cut and run. Well, not this old man. It's just phenomenal to have a vision and see it through, just like George Borglund on Mount Rushmore. He had a vision, and he wouldn't let hell or high water stop him from creating Mount Rushmore. Yeah, that's the kind of Americans that we need more of today. For that subscriber's view, I wanted to show you this small clover plot. So, just like I said, small is better than nothing. And we'll stop this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And as you can see, it's 25 yards long, probably about 25 yards wide. And it's a beautiful little hideaway plot. And so you don't have to have big plots. But I did find something while I came over here. And I got to get my grandson up here ASAP. This is the beauty of fall. And there's no so-called pro-staffed expert going to keep me out of the most grandiose time of year in the woods. And look what we came upon. Little Donnie's really going to see that. That's up close and personal. And it's a hornet's nest growing right on that tree. We found another big one, but it was way too high. But that one we can definitely get. That's a work of art. How long it took to make that. I gotta get my little buddy up here so he can see it firsthand and we'll get it cut down.